Much has changed around the NCAA and the NFL since our last mock draft.
Dante Moore decides to return to Oregon. Many had assumed was the number 2 projected pick to the New York Jets.
With the 2025 NFL regular season behind us, I think it's the perfect time to run another mock draft. So let us dive right into it. Number 1, Las Vegas Raiders, Fernando Mendoza. The Raiders have an easy decision to take the number 1 quarterback on their draft board. If they hit on the pick, the rebuild won't last long. This year's Heisman Trophy winner has asserted himself as the best quarterback in the class, and he'd join an offense led by 2 rising superstars in Ashton Jeanty and Brock Bowers. Number 2, New York Jets, Ruben Bain Jr. Dante Moore's decision to go back to Oregon kind of screws up the Jets' dreams of getting Dante Moore. So they're gonna have to fill another need here. The Quinnen Williams and Sauce Gardner trades mean that the Jets must address their defense this offseason. They can start by grabbing the Miami edge rusher, who would immediately form a dynamic edge rushing tandem with Will McDonald. Number 3, Arizona Cardinals, Marvell Reese. Even if Arizona moves on from Kyler Murray, it's probably a bit too early to take a quarterback here. Arizona should be in a take the best player available mentality. Here, it would be Ohio State linebacker Marvell Reese. Number 4, Tennessee Titans, Carnell Tate. The Titans have a plethora of roster holes to address, but the main concern here is a lack of pass-catching threats for Cam Ward. Unless Tennessee addresses that weakness in free agency, they have to go with a receiver here. Ohio State's Carnell Tate is the top receiver in this class. Number 5, New York Giants, Spencer Fano. The Giants already had a shining star defensive tackle in Andrew Thomas, but the rest of the O-line is a bit of a weakness. Taking one of the big 2 Utah prospects could shore up the unit in front of Jackson Dart for the better part of the next decade. Number 6, Cleveland Browns, Jordan Tyson. Harold Fannin was the Browns' leading pass catcher with only 731 yards. There is no way Shedeur Sanders or Cleveland's next QB will be able to take that next step forward unless the receiving core improves. The Browns could complete the makeover by taking Arizona State's Jordan Tyson. Number 7, Washington Commanders, Caleb Downs. The Commanders had the 5th worst pass defense in 2025. Even if Jaden Daniels stays healthy next year, Washington simply is not rebounding with this lackluster group of defensive backs. Some view Buckeye safety Caleb Downs as the best overall prospect in this class, a special do-it-all chess piece like Baltimore Ravens star Kyle Hamilton. Number 8, New Orleans Saints, Mekhi Lemon. The Saints' long-term outlook on offense is suddenly promising thanks to the unexpected emergence of rookie Tyler Shuck. Now, what can he do for an encore? Chris Olave is New Orleans' top wideout, but the Saints' receiver depth is kind of thin after that. Adding Lemon to the mix gives Shuck 2 explosive pass catchers to work with in Kellen Moore's offense. Number 9, Kansas City Chiefs, Jeremiah Love. The Chiefs haven't had a 1,000-yard rusher since 2017, so I don't know, how about taking pressure off of Mahomes and giving him an RB1? Bijan Robinson, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Omarion Hampton have proven that it's worth rolling the dice early on a stud running back. Number 10, Cincinnati Bengals, David Bailey. The Bengals most certainly won't bring back Trey Hendrickson. It'd be great if Shamar Stewart broke out after his, forgettable rookie season. Texas Tech star David Bailey had 14.5 sacks in his final college season. Imagine a tandem of him and Stewart if both hit their potential. Number 11, Miami Dolphins, Caleb Lomu. Miami is expected to move on from Tua Tagovailoa and find another QB. Since they're not in a position to pick a top quarterback, Miami should target a QB via trade or free agency. At any rate, Miami's next quarterback will need a better O-line than the one that Tua Tagovailoa was stuck with. Number 12, Dallas Cowboys, Keldrick Falk. With 2 first-round picks, it would be a surprise if Dallas didn't take at least one defensive player. The Micah Parsons trade predictably created a void on the pass rush, and Jerry Jones knows it must be addressed in the offseason. Pairing Falk with Quinnen Williams is a nice step in reshaping the D in the post-Parsons era. Number 13, Los Angeles Rams from Atlanta Falcons, Jermod McCoy. The Rams defense is sorely missing a pure shutdown corner that they haven't had since Jalen Ramsey 3 years ago. Thanks to the Falcons, LA's in a pretty good spot to take one of this year's top cornerback prospects. Number 14, Baltimore Ravens, Peter Woods. One reason the Ravens were such a disappointment this year? Well, let's start with the pass rush. Travis Jones led that defense with only 5 sacks. Yeah, help wanted in Baltimore. The hulking 6'3", 315-pound Woods is a day-one starter who will add more toughness and physicality to Baltimore's D. Number 15, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Mansour Delane. The Bucs wouldn't have blown the NFC South Division race if they didn't have such a horrific pass defense. Delane was lights out in his one season at LSU, recording 2 picks and 11 pass breakups. He allowed just a 26.7 passer rating when targeted per PFF. Number 16, New York Jets from Indianapolis Colts, Ty Simpson. With a pair of first-round picks this year and 3 total in 2027, the Jets can afford to roll the dice on a QB here. This year's class is weak on quarterback depth, so they may as well see if the Alabama product can be the solution behind center. Number 17, Detroit Lions, TJ Parker. We've been saying time and time again that the Lions need another stud edge rusher to help Aiden Hutchinson. Clemson stalwart TJ Parker, who had 16 sacks over his last 2 college seasons, is another plug-and-play guy who could quickly shore up the Lions' D. Number 18, Minnesota Vikings, Sonny Styles. The Vikings have one of the league's better, well-rounded linebackers in Andrew Van Ginkel. But man, we can't help but wonder what would happen if Van Ginkel had another Swiss Army knife linebacker at his side. Number 19, Carolina Panthers, Kenyon Sadiq. Carolina badly needs another weapon in the passing game. Well, that can be taken care of with the pick of the Oregon tight end. Sadiq is a one-on-one matchup nightmare who had 8 touchdowns in his final college season. Number 20, Dallas Cowboys from Green Bay Packers, Caleb Banks. Dallas grabs 2 defensive linemen in round 1. Whoa, mama. Quinnen Williams, Keldrick Falk, and 6'6", 330-pound run-stopping menace Caleb Banks? Oh yeah, now Jerry Jones suddenly looks like a genius for trading Parsons. Number 21, Pittsburgh Steelers, Zion Young. With Mike Tomlin gone and Aaron Rodgers potentially retiring, this feels like a good chance for Pittsburgh to begin a scorched earth rebuild. Trading TJ Watt and or Cameron Hayward would hurt sentimentally, but they are discussions that must be had. Missouri's Zion Young has the maturity and toughness to be a day 1 starter. Number 22, Los Angeles Chargers, LT Overton. LA's lack of pass rushing depth was exposed in the wildcard round loss to New England, and Jim Harbaugh should know better by now that you need plenty of pass rushing help in order to win in the NFL. Bolts get their guy in Overton, who can take over as the lead edge rusher if Khalil Mack leaves or retires. Number 23, Philadelphia Eagles, Chris Bell. If the A.J. Brown era in Philadelphia is truly over, and it should be, the Eagles will need to find a new stud pass catcher for Devontae Smith. Louisville's Chris Bell averaged 14.3 yards per catch in his 4 seasons with the Cardinals. His speed and ability to stretch the field make him an ideal fit for Nick Sirianni's offense. Number 24, Cleveland Browns from Jacksonville Jaguars, Caden Proctor. Offensive linemen Wyatt Teller, Joel Bitonio, Cam Robinson, and Jack Conklin are all pending free agents. The Browns have to find linemen in the early rounds, and they can get a quality day 1 starter in Alabama's Caden Proctor. Number 25, Chicago Bears, Cassius Howell. If he's available, Texas A&M edge rusher Cassius Howell would be an excellent value pick. He's another capable day 1 starter who posted 11.5 sacks in his last season. Number 26, San Francisco 49ers, Francis Mauigoa. With Trent Williams getting closer and closer to the end, this is a good time for the 49ers to line up a succession plan. Number 27, Buffalo Bills, Denzel Boston. It's amazing how far Josh Allen has carried Buffalo without a legitimate number 1 receiver since the Stephon Diggs trade. Take Boston here, and hopefully Allen's dream of a number 1 receiver finally ends. For 28, Houston Texans, Chris Brazell II. We still don't know how Tank Dell will look when he eventually returns from that horrific knee injury that he suffered late in the 2024 season. As resilient as the Texans have been under DeMeco Ryans, they simply need more weapons to help CJ Stroud and Nico Collins. At this phase, Chris Brazell II of Tennessee is the best wide receiver on the board. For 29, New England Patriots, KC Concepcion. The receiver-heavy 2026 draft gives New England a good opportunity to find Drake May's new number 1 receiving option. Number 30, Seattle Seahawks, C.J. Allen. Georgia linebacker C.J. Allen is a do-it-all workhorse who's elite in run defense and phenomenal in pass coverage. Schematic fit will matter for Allen to hit his potential, and Mike McDonald's D is tailor-made. Number 31, Denver Broncos, Jeremy Bernard. The late first-round run of wide receivers concludes here with the Broncos taking the dynamic Alabama playmaker. Cortland Sutton is Denver's only pass catcher, constantly giving opposing defenses nightmares. John Payton has to get another playmaker here for Bo Nix, and this big-bodied target would give the QB a second giant red zone threat to help Evan Ingram. Number 32, Los Angeles Rams, Anthony Hill Jr. Rams can put the finishing touches on their defense by snagging another hard-hitting workhorse to help their defense. Hill could easily slot in as a day one starter for Sean McVay in 2026. But what changes would you make to our latest mock draft? Let us know in the comment section below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, then clicking the like button helps out a ton. And we really appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to TPS though, then subscribing is a great idea, because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.